Hello guys, this is your boy Jonathan. So I'm back for another video, which is gonna be about Webull and an offshore broker. And let me start with and this video. It's specifically for one of my friends. He want to know the basics on how to short, and I told him, I promised him that I was gonna record that video for him. So if you're hearing me, Christopher, that video is specific for you and for other people who are interested in shorting as well. So let's just start. First, when I first started trading, I opened a Robinhood account and an E-Trade account. At that time, in order to get on E-Trade, you have I have to have you I had to have at least $500 in order to open an account with them. And now they don't do it anymore because of the free commissions that's going on. And Robinhood was free commission, and I was very attracted by it. But what I didn't know was I wasn't good in going long. I was always a shorting type of guy, and I never knew it until Trump came along and started that trade war with China, and that's when I found out that I was better at shorting stocks than going long, and that's a beautiful thing if you ask me, because I'm really glad that Trump started the the war with China, and it kind of opened my mind on what's best for me, and that's how I found out that shorting is was always and is the best for me. During the summer, I was looking for the best broker where I can put my money to short, and I came across Webull. Nobody referred me to Webull. I just came across Webull because I'm the type of man, I like doing research, and I will find my way in, no matter what. I'm always like that since I was a little boy. I will always find my way. That's the way, because I like doing research. And then I came across Webull, and I see that Webull compared to Robinhood, and then I went online on Google and I said, the differences. I typed the differences between Webull and Robinhood, and then they said Webull is free commission and Robinhood is free commission. However, Webull, you can short on Webull for free, and Robinhood doesn't have a short option, but they have options. So Webull have options. Not Robinhood have options, and you can just bet on the stock that's going down. But it's like it's not shorting. There's a difference between options and shorting, and that's when I'm like, oh my god! So Webull has what I need, and the graphic is so amazing, as you can see, and the graphic is just awesome. That's the reason why I loved it a lot. And Robinhood, the chart is a little bit, it's just for beginners. If you're a beginner in trading, you know, starting with Robinhood is gonna be the best option for you. And Webull has candlestick, and they have line, they have shaded area, they have hollow candle baseline, and the other ones colored bar, everything. I like the shaded area. That's the one I like better. So let me go back to what I was saying, and that's when I found out that Webull is the best website for me, because I want to short, and beside Webull being one of the best platform for me, also Webull has a paper account trading on it also, and let me show you. That's the paper trading account. So you can choose a million paper dollars, and then you can choose 10,000 paper trading dollars, and I've chosen the 1 million, and then so far I've made over $40,000 on it, and I trade every day. And I didn't trade with the whole 1 million. I trade with less than 5,000. So basically every day I was making like 200, 100, 300, $500. And that's when you build your strategy on. You have to have an edge. You have to have a strategy, and that strategy you work on it. You keep working on it until you excel in it, and then that's when you can start doing the real thing, which is on the same app again. So the same app, the same the same website has a real account and a paper trading account. So basically, you can practice on the paper trading account, and also when you're really good, when you feel like you're really good, it doesn't matter if you're shorting or going long. As long as you feel you're good in either way, then you can start the real one. You can put money into the real one again. So and then that's when I found it. But however, there's a big problem. The big problem that I found out is that, did you guys know that if you have less than $25,000, you cannot day trading? So basically, it's called the PDT rule. PDT. So PDT rule. Excuse me, so English is my second language. So the PDT rule, it means pattern day trading. That's what it stands for. Pattern day trading. So if you have less than $25,000, you cannot basically day trading. You can only trade 3 times out of 5 days during the week. However, you can bypass that in a strategic way. How? After after market 4 p.m., you can put an order. You can sell a stock. I'm talking about shorting because I'm a shorting guy. So let's talk about short. You can short a stock or you can buy stock, and then at the opening of the market the next day, and then you might bought it if you shorted it, and then you might sell it if you bought it. So this one doesn't count. So basically, you can bypass the 3 day trading rule that's under the PDD rule. You can bypass it by making it 5. So basically, you can make three trading day, and to bypass it, you can make 2 after hours trading. 2 hours, two. You can make two orders after hours after 4 p.m., which is gonna equal 5. You can make more than that. However, it's very risky. It's risky in terms of the next day if there's a big news which might spike the stock. It might go long. So if you short it, you're in trouble because you don't have power over the stock that's moving on. Tomorrow, the next day, there might be a news that just pop up at the opening of the market, and then you're screwed. And then if you bought the stock the same time too, and then there's a bad news the next day, so which will make the stock go down in turn, which is gonna make you lose your money. And that's the downside of buying after market after 4 p.m. A lot of people try to avoid it, and if if I would give you my advice is not to do it. But some people, you can do it in order to bypass, in order to overcome that pattern day trading, the PDT rule. Okay, so that's specifically for you, Christopher. You were asking me how do I short. So basically, this is my watch list: AUPH, CPRX, that's $4, AUPH $6, LSCC. Those are my trading list, my watch list. Those are the ones that I short all the time. Whether in paper trading or in real life, those are the ones that I short. And AUPH, I'm gonna tell you the reason why I love to short it. And okay, so when you're shorting a stock, you have to make sure that the stock has its IP is reaches its high peak. So basically, what I'm talking about is its 52-week high is $7.85. 52-week low is $3.52. So it's right upper upper middle. It's $6.13. So what happened when you're shorting a stock? When the market opens, you don't just get into it. Whenever you're shorting, you have to look for a stock that has its 52 weeks high, that's near its to its 52 weeks high. A stock that's always near its 52-week high, not the 52-week low, always at its 52-week high. So basically, it gives you an advantage over the stock. Most likely, the stock is gonna go down, but you have to be very professional. So what I'm trying to say right now, it's it's not merely uh, it's not merely the way to always do it, but 70% of the time that's how you do it. Always there are other strategy, other possibilities, which I'm not gonna be able to get into all of them right now in one video. And let's start with AUPH. So basically, I wake up, right, and then I do my homework. You do your own DDD, your and then you see if there's news, if there's bad news, if there's good news, and then you wait, and then you look at the volume. So the volume is gonna indicate if the stock is moving really good, if it's not moving really good, if there's the volume is really high, which means a lot of people are buying or either selling. If they're buying, and then remember the stock as is in its 52-week high, and then the volume is really high, and then during the day there's time where the buying is gonna slow down, and that's when you take that opportunity. You look for the volume. When the volume slow down, that's when you get in. And then once the volume slow down, you get in, and then it might goes up a little bit. But if you're scared, and then you average down. So for example, if the stock was $6.13, and then you short it right there, and then the stock goes to 6.30, and then you average it down. So if you average it down, it might be 6.25, and then your average is 6.30. So basically, when the volume is drying up, and then the stock is gonna go down a little bit because not so many people are buying now. Many people are selling because the volume is drying up. So that's when you take your advantage in. So don't be greedy. And while the stock is going down a little bit, it might not fully go down, but it might go to 605, 610, and then that's when you get that opportunity to take that 5 cents, that 10 cents, that 15 cents. And then when you take it, and then you take it, you don't go back into the stock. If you keep going back into the stock back and forth, if you're really a professional, you can do that. But if you're a beginner, you don't go back into the stock. You might lose. So when you're shorting, you need to put you need to really know what you're doing, and then you really need to pay attention to the stock that's moving up and down. You need to see the chart. You need to pay attention to it. Don't just be working and then you're shorting the stock, and that's not the good way to do it. Now let's take CPRX. CPRX is $4.45 right now, and if its 52-week high is 7.67 cents, and 52-week low 1.85 cents. This stock, I wouldn't I wouldn't short it because there's a high possibility because it's a pharmaceutical stock. It goes high really. You see, yeah. Last Friday it was up at 2.2%, up 2%, 2.30%, and I don't like shorting it. I like shorting it if it's been up for like a week. Then I do the next week it might go down, and then I might short it. And then if it keeps going up, and then I might average down, and then so that I can make a couple cents, like 5 cents, 10 cents, 15 cents. It depends, but I don't like shorting it. Let's see, LSCC. LSCC is $18.53, and 52 weeks high 21. You see 18, 19, 20, 21. very near its 52-week high, and 52-week low, $5.47. And then when you're shorting the stock, remember you have to look at the news. If there's a positive news, you don't short it. And then it doesn't have to have a negative news in order to short it. You can short it, but make sure there's no positive news. And this stock, it's shortable. On the website, the trading leverage short 3.33. So basically, you can 3 times your money. You can short it. If you got $2,000, you can short it for 5,000, 6,000. You don't surpass that 6,000, otherwise you're gonna get penalized. And you can short it. Then you make sure that the volume is drying up when you're shorting it. You have to pay attention to it. Pay attention to the. You have to pay attention to the stock. And then, so what I'm saying is, at every peak, though in the middle of the day, people are gonna go back from they're gonna just retrieve themselves from buying, and then that's when the volume is gonna dry up. And then as the volume is drying up, that's when you take opportunity. You might take it from 1993, and then when it goes to 1976 or 80, don't be greedy. So if it's 1980, $19.80, 87 cents, and then if it goes down to 60 cents, 1960 cents, yeah, you might buy it back if you sold it. If you're shorting it, you sold it, right? 19 you bought you sold it at 1990, then you might buy it back 1950, 1960. Don't be greedy. Then you make your money. Once you make your money, and then you just leave the stock alone. If you're not a professional, if you're a professional, you can short it several times. However, under the PDT rule, under the PDT rule, if you're on Webull, you cannot day trading. You cannot do day trading with less than $25,000. So that's where I was gonna introduce that other website, which is they call it F1Trade. F1Trade replaced the Share Trader. Share Trader is an offshore account which in which you can day trading. You don't have to have 25 grand. You can only trade with $2,000, $1,000, and the good thing about it, they give you 6 for 1 leverage. So basically, if you have $1,000 and you get $6,000 in buying power, that's beautiful, isn't it? I love it. And the extended hours, it's 4 p.m., 6 p.m. So you close at 6 p.m. However, Webull doesn't have. Webull has the PDT rule. So if you don't have $25,000, you cannot day trading on it. They close at 8 p.m. That's a very good thing about Webull. But if you're someone who wants to day trading very bad, and you don't have that 25 grand, F1Trade is really good for you. I did open an account, but it hasn't been approved yet. Let me see, trying to log in. You see, thank you for your submission. Your account is now under verification review. It will take 2 to 5 days for our internal compliance department to complete the review process. You will receive an email stating any missing document and next steps to take in order to begin trading. Please ensure to check your junk mail and mark our emails as not junk. We're safe to receive communication directly into your inbox. If you must resubmit your documents or correct information, the processing time will be 1 to 2 business days. We are here to help, blah, 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 blah. You know how it goes. And to go back, and then ENPH. For example, ENPH is no more shortable. I shorted that stock a lot. I've been shorting it since June. Yes, I've been shorting it since June. There was a positive when the earning report came in. I thought it was gonna shot up to the roof, but the problem was it went down, and I expected it to go down because you see the way that chart is. There's no way. Ever since I've been trading, I've never seen the chart go straight up like that, unless it's parabolic. Even if it's parabolic, it's gonna go down real hard. So I knew somehow it was gonna go down a little bit, and that's a strong stock. I don't recommend people to short it unless you're really 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 good. And but I've shorted it not where it is right now, but up when it was really up, right there. That's when I shorted it. But right now, I'm a little bit afraid of shorting it. Let me show you, because its 52-week high is $35.42, and its 52-week low is $4.53. So basically, it's very scary if you're gonna short it, and specifically if it goes against your will, it might shot up to the roof like 20 something, and then you don't have even a chance to average down, um, to average up. You don't have a chance to average up as it's going up, because if you short it, you don't have a chance to average up. If you bought it and it goes down, you don't have a chance to average down. Excuse me for the prior uh, sentences where I mentioned that you to average down. It's average up, because when you short a stock and it's going up, and then you average up in order to meet its in order to meet um, the stock at its top, so that it doesn't leave you in the dust, and then it can't keep going up during the day, because there's a moment where the volume is gonna dry up, and then that's when you're gonna have a chance, to make some dollars into it, or a couple cents. Me, whenever I take like 20 cents, 30 cents, 40 cents, I just bought it back when I short it, because I don't want to be greedy, because being greedy is not good for you when trading stock. And I think that's all. Thank you guys. Um, if you really want if you want to smash the like button, do so, and if you want to subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions, just put it in the comments. I'm a very nice guy, so I will answer you back as soon as possible. Thank you for watching my video. And Christopher, the video is somehow for you, so hopefully you watch the entire video, so that you know the basics. And if you have more questions, comment. You can comment below. All right. Thank you guys. Bye.